Hey everybody, I don't know who exactly I'm going to post this to. I might make it just for just members or I might do it for everybody, but I just heard about this whole thing that happened in Florida with all of these pythons being killed by police. First of all, what is what is happening lately with all of our tax dollars going to the police just killing people's pets? I don't know if you heard about the goat in California. Like this 9-year-old girl raised a goat that was supposed to be sold at 4-H, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's fine if she, keeps it. It's really okay." Like even the person who, quote unquote, like bought the goat was like, "Oh, it's fine. I don't care." But no, they called the police, and the police went hundreds of miles out of their way to go hunt down and slaughter this pet goat that this 9-year-old girl raised. And now I'm hearing about these dozens of snakes that were slaughtered in Florida, that were all grandfathered in. They were all legal snakes, and one of them wasn't even a snake that was restricted in Florida. Um, and the cops just went in and just slaughtered all of them and seemed to really enjoy it. I'm going to link the video of from the U.S. Ark Florida page that shows everything. I couldn't watch it. I genuinely could not watch it all. I couldn't. I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch any of it really. It hurts too much to even think about it. It's like I can see the snakes just sort of moving around in their enclosures, minding their business, and knowing that by the end of this, 7-minute video, they are all going to be dead. And I just couldn't watch. So I will link that video if you guys want to watch it. Viewer discretion advised for sure on that because it really is brutal. And they don't care. The police don't care. And it seems like that's just happening more and more. Like they really enjoy killing. They enjoy being brutal. They enjoy, and that just, in my opinion, it makes them all psychopaths. If you genuinely enjoy causing pain to something or someone in any capacity, you're a psychopath. Like you need severe mental help. Like, and these people, these cops who did this, they should be not only fired but arrested and fined and sued out their asses. I'm sorry, I know that I don't normally cuss on this channel, but this is ridiculous. It's more than ridiculous. I didn't get, obviously I don't have makeup on. I'm not even in my like normal place today. Recording this on my cell phone instead of my good setup at home. I just felt like while my emotions are really raw on this, I really wanted to talk about it. And so I would encourage anyone to contact the governor of Florida about this, even though we all know that DeSantis doesn't really care that much. Sorry, not sorry. He doesn't care. People in government just don't care. They don't care about us. They just don't. Like, there's very, very few people. I can probably count on one hand the number of politicians in the entire country that I genuinely believe care about the people that are under them. But aside from that, like, that's just my opinion. You can take that for however you want. But I do encourage you to always speak out against things that you think are terrible, and I think this is absolutely terrible. And it breaks my heart. Absolutely, absolutely breaks my heart. I can't imagine if something like that were to happen. Like for any reason, for any reason at all. Like I just there's no reason for it. And just sort of watching this video of them just like pulling these snakes out and literally using a nail gun into the head to kill them all. Like I can't imagine. I cannot imagine that happening. And I mean, America is supposed to be freedom and all this stuff and due process and whatever, but there's just none of that here. There's none of that. Anybody who believes that that's still the way things are is completely blind to how things actually are. Because at this point, cops are just doing whatever they want. They're going into people's houses and slaughtering their pets without really any reason, only just like with the 9-year-old girl, it's like, oh, we have to teach that girl a lesson. We have to teach that 9-year-old girl whose grandparents just died within the last year that death is a part of life. And if you're going to raise this animal, then you just need to be ready for it to die. And oh, we're just going to teach this guy who has these snakes that we don't want you to have these snakes, so we're just going to go into your house and kill them all. We're going to go in and we're just going to kill your pets. And just be careful also. Like, do your research for sure before you get snakes. Make sure that they are legal to own where you are. That's why I do not ship to Georgia, because, at least not corn snakes to Georgia, because I don't want to risk sending my snakes somewhere that this kind of thing might happen to them, because they're not legal to own there. So, like, don't own corn snakes if you're in Georgia. Find another similar species to own, because it might end up the same way. You might end up with the cops just coming in your house and killing your pets. And apparently they are not going to discriminate between your pets. Apparently, even if you have something legal, like this guy had a legal boa constrictor, they didn't care. They couldn't probably tell the difference because they're uneducated. And in my opinion, someone who's uneducated shouldn't be doing this job anyway. Like, if you don't even know what species you're killing, you shouldn't be going in and killing anything. It's kind of like, oh, hey, someone has an illegal dog, go in and kill their dog, and then he kills both dogs and cats and rabbits, and it's like, oh, I just couldn't tell the difference. Okay, maybe you shouldn't have been the one to go in and do that job, and hey, maybe this should have been handled differently in the first place. So, I'm sorry, I'm kind of ranting. This is not going to be like this week's official video or anything. This is just, I just saw the video come up on my page, and I saw the story earlier in the week, and it made me sad, but it didn't like really hit me until I saw this video, and I just felt like I needed to talk about it. So I guess comment down below what you think, or don't. It's fine if you don't want to, but I don't believe that any animal deserves to die just because some government official thinks that they should not exist. Like, that's not how the world works. And especially since these animals specifically were legal, the owner had done everything right. He had gotten rid of all the ones that he was told to get rid of up till that point. And he, like, they were, like, the other ones were grandfathered in from the law. Like, there was a law, of course, that, like, they can't own certain species, certain big species of pythons, except for the ones that they already owned, which is why they had gotten rid of all of the ones that they, that couldn't be grandfathered in. And then still a boa constrictor got killed. And the boa constrictor was perfectly legal and a pet and pregnant as well. And it was just on the cops' part. They were just like, oops, did we kill the wrong one? My bad. Yeah, you're bad. Sure. You are bad, actually. You are bad. I can't. So sorry that this video is so long. I just wanted to talk about this, I guess. So just be careful, guys. Just be careful. It's, even though, maybe you do have animals that were grandfathered in under a law or something, it's better that you sell them than cops come in and just kill them, because this is a thing that happens now. This is a thing that happens. It doesn't matter how good of a keeper you are. It doesn't matter how responsible you are. It doesn't matter how responsive you are to lawmakers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you're a target, that's it. That's it. They don't know the difference between a python and a boa, so they're just gonna go in and kill them all, apparently. And don't even think about deciding to not sell your 4-H pet as a 9-year-old child, because apparently they'll come after your animal and just slaughter it in front of you, because that's another thing that happens in this country. And I'm sure that there's a lot of other instances of it, and I'm so thankful for social media that we can talk about it and spread the information around, because really before the internet especially, but also before social media, people just didn't hear about this stuff. This stuff probably did happen, stuff like this all the time, and now the cops are getting caught more and more, and I think it's a good thing that cops are getting caught more and more, because this is ridiculous. So again, sorry this video is so long. I will see you in a real video soon. And I think I'm going to put this up for everybody, and members are also going to get their own video. So, yeah, anyway, have a good day. Be careful. Keep your animals safe. If for any reason you find out that your animals may not be legal to own where you live, remember it is better to try to find them a new home than to risk keeping them at this point, which is really unfortunate, because even if something is grandfathered in, it doesn't guarantee that the cops won't just come in and slaughter it. So, have a good day, guys.